say he'll be unleashed on overpass if he doesn't have a massive performance there on the T and the CT
Oh
side.
yeah, for
Then
sure.
certainly that will be a surprising fact. But we are live into the knife round for the Inferno map, the pick of the Young Ninjas, of course. We'll be seeing which team starts where. And as always here on LOOT.BET, we do the knife rounds for every single map. It's just so exciting to see everyone shanking each other in the middle of a street. And, well, this particular Italian street here, it's just got its victors, the Young Ninjas. Those residents must be super freaked out.
Yeah, I think so. With
The
the amount
SAS
of
show up. They don't even have guns out.
it must become at some point it becomes more of the norm with so much that goes on around here.
Yeah. Their neighbors in CS Italy finally have some peace now that it's out of the game, I think. Or is it still in the game? Well, it's not as played as it once was. The hostage map.
I think the first game of CS I ever played was on Italy. On Source, I think? Or 1.6. Can't remember.
Oh, the first. No. The first ever map was Mansion.
No, the first game I
Oh,
ever played. Like the first, like, because
yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
start
yeah.
CS
Italy
right
was one of
away.
those. Yeah, it was one of those starter maps, yeah. Let's just get into this pistol, though.
Oh!
Stop
Oh!
it! Okay! Dude! It's like 10 a.m. Calm down. He's got a 4K straight off the bat here to get us into this best of 3. He's really already hit the coffee.
You really want to rub in the fact that you're an hour ahead, don't you? It's only 9 a.m. for me, and you're already chanting about it.
Exactly. He's Swedish, so
Yeah.
obviously he's in the CEST time zone right now. Just getting a casual quad kill. That wasn't an ace in the end, was it? No,
No.
Nilo got the last one. Good. Whew. Well, that was unexpected, but very much welcome. The top mid push just decimated by Sopik. And we'll be going into this one. Movistar riders choosing their destiny yet again. This time to the gun of Fuzi. He's not going to be as effective. Dilo comes in and cleans up. Manin, he's okay. So the coffee is clearly
Hasn't
still
quite
hitting the
worked for him
bloodstream.
yet. Just looks at the enemy, looks away, and then just double takes back. Just, oh yeah, that's the enemy. Okay, that's the one I need to shoot. All right, I've got it.
Fuzi,
Yeah.
what you doing up there? Oh no.
But they get it done in the end, just losing that one play. I think they did recover the M4 as well, so not really any harm, any foul in that one. But it is now Movistar riders who have the full AKs out. No AWPs yet. Be a bit early for the AWPs in the game.
Just a touch, yeah. Oh man.
Yeah,
Sopik
nice
trying to
flash
take control. Yeah, no banana control for them, though. They lose a player, have to fall back. It's 5 Ts left alive here to... short presence from Steel. That's inadvisable. 2 players at once going to be swinging onto him, actually. The flash was there, but it didn't help out, as it's an even-Steven man count now for both teams. They are trying to push in onto B. LNZ, the IGL, of course, in the back of the site, finds the first kill. Should be fast enough for the second. They don't want to push the issue, though. They know there's a possibility that there's 2 behind there, and this boost should be a free kill, but no, LNZ! He sees it coming! The Giga Brain! And Fuzi from the back takes them all down. That's gonna be 4 people surviving for Young Ninjas, Dan.
Clean round.
Yeah,
Good work.
Movistar,
Just getting rid of the guns, especially considering Movistar had that opening pick.
and they just keep going for aggressive plays that just didn't work out. Young Ninjas countered them flawlessly.
Very nice to see. If we see more of this, it could be a very quick first game, and I could be eating my words about a close Inferno. And why did Young Ninjas pick this? But we're still a long way away from that, obviously, just that first gun round. We'll wait and see what Movistar do in the next one, because this time they're just taking that bit of a min-buy, just some deagles. Tech 9 for Mopod. You know what I'm looking forward to as well, as LNZ just massacres them towards Banana. I'm looking forward to our second game of the day, Endpoint, because we get to see Thomas on a 5-7 again.
That's always my highlight of every
Yeah,
loot bet day.
yeah, for sure.
As soon as I see that name pop up on screen, I'm like,
Oh boy.
557. Give me those highlight reels. And then the social media manager takes us out of context, but you know,
Yeah.
that's a
The
lawsuit
trick
for a
is
different time.
the trick with dealing with that is just to never speak. And you can't be taken out of context.
Yeah. Still waiting for the career to take off with that kind of approach, but you
No.
know,
No,
it's an unusual approach.
I've seen some very questionable uh, techniques as of late on some broadcasts, but
Which one?
I
Call
can't
him
name
out.
names. No, I
Call him
can't
out.
name names.
Do it. Well, he doesn't want to.
No, not a chance. You're gonna break me. I'm a fortress. My mind is sanctity. Smooya has the up.
Yeah. As does
So,
Fuzi.
as is Fuzi, correct? So, you got the up duel. Let's see how this one's gonna play out. Because I did mention it pre-game whether Fuzi can stack up against Smooya, which is, I think, unlikely. You have to be having a pretty banging game to be able to out-AWP duel Smooya pretty consistently. And Mopos has again found an opening for his team, again towards Banana. Doing good work. It's him and Smooya that I generally consider to be the two sort of star talents on this team, the Movistar side.
Yeah, the Opera and the Explosive Rifler.
Yeah.
Definitely the killer combo here for their side. This combo here toward B looking mighty juicy as well. Only one defender
Oh,
as Dilo re-aggresses toward second mid, but Steel too fast. Steals away that opportunity. And the push onto B continues, but Manin on the off angle does find the kill. 2v2 now. No bomb in sight. And LNZ rotating in, but Alex, he set up a tree. And this is going to mean that he's maybe not going to expect someone to be in construction already, just waiting for some kind of a push to come in from CT as, well, Smooya is going to plant the bomb. And then the speedy retake is going to be on its way with Fuzi already rotating in. They've heard the flash. He sprung the trap. And now LNZ, you're in an
oh,
unexpected position. Can you
oh,
make good on it? No, you
oh!
can't. Alex sees him from the back, and LNZ, he's got to get the kill or denied the bomb plant. Smooya just glocks him. Why not?
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah, it's not how I expected that one to shake out at all. Gonna be honest.
Well, Fuzi actually hit a shot into Smoothie there. Unfortunately, it was through the cast iron, brass, whatever it is, fountain in the middle of the site and does about 2 points of damage.
Believe it is stone.
That is,
Those
yeah,
those are usually stone.
yeah, makes sense. My fountain knowledge, I will admit, I haven't brushed up on it for a while.
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah,
caster's handbook, page
mm,
50.
yeah, I'll be sure to check that one out in a second. But Alex missing, well, he fires a little bit prematurely on LNZ, who was in towards Ruin. Almost gives up the round at that point.
Does. But LNZ not fast enough to, return. And yeah, that was a back and forth that I was just. Why does Smooya take the Glock out in that situation? I don't know.
He's just a straight baller.
That he
That's all it
is.
is.
I bet he made the loudest screech imaginable after that one. As we go into the 6th round, Movistar Riders finally with a round. Fuzi without some kind of an entry onto Banana. There's no terrorists around to contest. Apps control in their hands, though, as top mid is next on the list. And yeah, some early utility going to be dispensed. But look at this, 4 players already rotated toward the A side for the Young Ninjas. Not sure what they're playing at. They don't have any kind of info toward Banana, so they can't really be making these decisions. But maybe they want to facilitate Manin's aggressiveness. And Sopik, he went for the peak too. If they lose a player in that kind of an engagement, maybe they expect the terrorists to spring the trap and, just keep going with their push. And if they have an extra player around, that makes it a lot easier to hold in the aftermath. But regardless, that's not what happens. And we have a little take of top middle here. Being a man down, the Movistar Riders, it's their turn to take some land and take some names.
Look in towards his A site. Mothball's great flashbang from Smooya to allow that kill to come through. And as the smoke fades, that was quick. That's what Fuzi has to try and stack up against in this game. And there's no way he's beating out that quick reaction. Nilo is still towards Mini Pit and has taken names still as 2 quick kills come through. Smooya will eventually remove him from that position. And a 2v2 retake will ensue. Smooya and Alex again, the two to clutch this out for the Movistar Riders. We'll see if SafePack and LNZ this time can turn the tide and whether they can force a 5th on the board and really cut down Movistar Riders' T-side before it even really begins. SafePack, he's going to be working up through the apartments, looking for the opening kill in this retake. But 20 seconds on the clock, they have kits. They have time to work with. Smooya's head just have a little bit of a poke over. Can't find the shot, can SafePack. He's trying to push forward, but he doesn't expect Alex in the sight. Now it's all up to LNZ. And oh, it may have all been up to LNZ, but he'll stand up to the task. I think he just about has a defuse. I think it just said 6 seconds, and he does in the very nick of time. Get it done. Even going to recover the AWP. A sublime retake there from LNZ.
I was so disappointed with that initial push off of the apartments. I believe it was Sapek just spotting out the head of Smooya, not getting the kill. I thought, well, that's the crucial position, right? This is all done. But then the push just comes in. LNZ, the IGL, gets it done in the nick of time. Both kills coming in very quick succession. It's going to be the last T that died on site there. Pretty disappointed that things didn't work out. All he had to do was stall a little bit longer. And he's going to be kicking himself for that one. But we're going into the next here. Fuzi with the opening frag. Losing quite a bit of HP, but that's Smooya out of the round.
A big kill to take as well. You love to see it.
It's quite a scalp.
Yeah, I mean, there's an AWP for Julie's one. Make it 1-1 now between the two of them.
By our count, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I missed one early game, but well, I could always check.
On the
It wouldn't be
pistol
that hard
round.
to check. I mean, when they both have AWPs.
All right then.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Long presence.
otherwise, you may as well have killed a knife round as well.
Yeah. Wonder if they had a duel there. Hi, Res Chicken having a nice little play around the smoke as, well, the T's, they're starting to think that pushing into CT is going to be a good idea, but 2 of them stacked up here in the arch area. Are they looking toward the CT position? No, they're not. LNZ picks up the frag. Is the second going to go his way? No. But Sapek does answer back, and now there's just 2 terrorists left against 4 CTs, pushing on short, knowing that there's a bit of a crossfire situation going on, and they're not going to be as lucky as in that clutch, I'm afraid. Alex, though, repeating LNZ's performance with a nice double, gets himself down to 5 HP, and now he has to clutch a 1 versus 2 situation against 2 low HP players. But they got the angles. He can't move off of the default box without sustaining at least some damage. There you go.
Straight
Just
through
an
the
op shot to
cranium.
the head. The most overkill required shot imaginable done toward the low HP player. As the Young Ninjas will get yet another defuse, yet another round. 6-1. Their own pick going swimmingly so far. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's
LNZ
a
with a nice
disaster.
couple of entries. Yeah, Steel and Shocks, they just sort of pushed the smoke. They were assisted by quite a lot of utility, but yeah, they just sort of sustain death. Courtesy of LNZ then. 2 opening kills. What can the Movistar Riders even do here? It's so early in the round. They lost a lot of utility in that exchange. I'm assuming the Steel and Shocks had some. And yeah, they are reduced to a couple of smokes, a couple of mollies, and a flash. Certainly enough for a site take, but they're going to need all three people in a pile, I think, to sort of swarm this bomb site. Now the CTs can use counter utility. I don't see any of it coming in, though. So they may just be going for the straight up aim duels.
They can get these kills. There's certainly a chance. Moppor's just a little bit off the mark with that AK tap through the smoke, but Moppor's will eventually find one. There's still a player in the back of sight. That's Sapex. Muya's just pushed through a smoke himself to find Boozy. And finally they get rid of Sapek. Moppor's lucky Smoothie was around there. Not much ammo in that magazine from Moppor's. And again, a 2-on-2. This time, it's Moppor's and Smoothie coming up against Nilo and Manon. And they're both working in through the ruins, trying to spot out where these Movistar players might be and try and deny a second round. All this T side creeping forwards, looking to try and remove these CCT players from their defensive positions, and the crossfire works out wonderfully. 2 very quick kills come through. A round will come through shortly after as they defuse the bomb. And this CT side looking phenomenal right now for the Ninjas.
It is, whether it's site defenses or retakes, they've got it all. And Movistar Riders, the only round that they've sort of managed to scrounge together is off the back of what? How exactly did they win that one again?
It was LNZ, or not LNZ, Alex
Yeah.
getting deep in towards CT, getting behind LNZ.
Yes.
Muya Glock.
Yeah, so like weird situations, right? It wasn't like a typical round that Movistar Riders won in that one. That's as much as I remembered. So definitely not something you want to be happening here, that you can't win a standard round. Though they have another chance to do so here, Dan. They got plenty of util. No op on Smuya, but on T-side Inferno, it's not exactly required. Oh yeah, Brazil with steel on the server, of course. Very nice.
Oh, the memes. They're
Yeah.
just too good. I'm so glad we still reference the 7-1 Brazil meme.
It was funny though.
It was
You have to
funny,
admit.
yeah.
It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but it was 7 years ago.
It doesn't feel like 7 years ago, to be honest. I've reached that point in my life where I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was like 2 years ago, right?
No, it's
Wrong.
2014 World Cup.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
It was their 9/11, to be fair, though. On the same sort of level of tragedy,
I can't believe
if not
I
more so.
can't believe you just compared the two. That is the most outrageous thing I've ever heard.
Well, if you want to talk about things that were way too long ago, most of the viewers weren't even born in 2001. I remember it, though. It was not a great time. Ooh.
Nice opening for Manon as LNZ swinging for support. We will take down that support, but it's already a man disadvantage now for the Riders. But they're just going to backtrack over towards that B site instead. Sapek tried to go for the early peek, but as a sole defender, that's going to cost him his life and now the bomb site. But look at that big old fat gap in the smoke. Boozy, that is a delicious little treat for him as he finishes off Mopos. Gonna throw a Molotov, but Alex is actually going to use the smoke himself. Goes deep with a bomb, risky move, but he finds Nilo. Even things up, but look at the HP for Movistar Riders. It's just not much to work with. Between the two of them, they have 35 HP. That A site is open, and Alex is trying to get over there as quick as possible because Smooya, he's out long. He's got a lot of security on this site, a deep position, and the bomb is going to get planted in time. Alex got to that one, and Manon getting caught in rotation, had no idea. Knife out, did not expect Smooya there, and he's just going to fall away, regroup with Alex in the site, and leave Fuzi in a 1v2, which I think he might just save.
That's how you get a low HP 2v2 done. You get some deep positioning in there, you catch someone out off guard, and, well, you use Counter-Strike sort of mechanics against them. You just have to come at them from a different angle, and it doesn't matter what the quality of players is. We'll be getting to see the Movistar Riders win another one. Strangely enough, both their wins so far have been 2v2s. And Fuzi will be saving the AWP, of course, the most expensive gun. But look at their money. It's just decimated. Movistar Riders, they must really get a lot of kills onto the CTs, even in the rounds when they lose. Because at this point, they should have had a lot more money saved up for a rainy day. However, the rainy day has come, and the best they can scrounge together is, well, Fuzi with the saved AWP, but Monin on the Scout. That's already kind of weird. An MP9 and a Deagle on Sopik and LNZ, respectively. So, Monin, of course, going for the peaks with the Scout. Not really utilizing the fast running sort of aspect of the gun. As Banana is being taken, what is their plan here? They have 3 players set up. One of them may be throwing flashes as the rest can aggress. Either way, Fuzi's going to spot out that there's players at the bottom of Banana, and at that point, Sopek should be going for the wide swing assisted by a flash, but it doesn't seem to be happening. There you go, a little bit delayed. Upgrades to an AK for free, and that's going to be the exchange on B, thoroughly favoring the Young Ninja side.
This is, I mean, the Young Ninjas, they were forced onto low weapons because obviously Movistar Riders claiming a lot of casualties. In each of these rounds, they keep losing, but I mean, with the limited weapon, they're still putting up a hell of a fight here, the Young Ninjas. And, you know, 3-on-4 for the Movistar Riders. They try pushing in towards the site now. Yeah, sure, they've got the AKs in their hands, and a Galil, I think, in fact, for a shot, so it's not even perfect weaponry for them, but you can see 2 rifles, the AWP, a scout, all going to be coming at them, and this retake is going to be hard over towards B. They don't really have any presence to play with. That's a nice kill from Smooya to at least remove that AK-47 from the picture, but I'm pretty sure the scout will be upgraded onto that weapon very shortly, and the crossfire is good. It leaves just Fuzi alone in a 1 versus 2. So Movistar Riders might have just plucked themselves away a 3rd round unless in the next 13 seconds Fuzi can get that bomb defused.
His best bet is just watching for the exit frags, as Muya probably wants to cross into some place now, but expects Fuzi on the angle, gets the kill. That's going to be the up or down for the CT side. And Movistar Riders actually with a 3rd, with a 4th in the cards, Dan, because, well, the international squad, it's out of money. I mean the Swedes. I did mean the Swedes.
Yeah, the Swede boys. Now, oh.
No, please, after you. I love that the like action cam was on them as well, like the 3rd person, like showing them off like a cool operator, and then it just gets to the door like, oh no, after you.
I love that so much. That was great. And just to answer somebody in the comments, yes, I do like quesadillas. Do you like quesadillas, sir, man?
We don't have a big tradition of what is it? Technically Mexican cuisine? I'm not even sure. Let's put it.
Yeah.
Let's just call it South American, whatever. We really don't have a big culture of it, but you know, just a couple of restaurants that do it to a questionable degree, and I think they're fine. It's just that I haven't had the real thing yet. Then
I haven't had the real thing.
it's pretty hard.
Movistar Riders might not get the real thing of an anti-eco because these Eagles are still making life difficult for them.
Yeah, well, they're trying to equalize the situation. And now it's an even 3 versus 3 with the retake on A. Not looking terribly likely, but Young Ninja's still going to be happy to some extent that they managed to, you know, get at least 2 kills. But Sopik really wants a 3rd and a saved AK-47 if possible. There's a MAC-10 on the floor for him, but that's not going to be enough. Spots out the back of Smooya. He's just going to be waiting for him to show up again, and there you go. That's a fast shot. Picks up the AK. Probably going to be running away with it. And that's daylight robbery here for Sopik. As Movistar Riders, well, they pick up the 4th, predictably. Just a question of how many they're going to be getting in this half, though. With 4, you're already kind of not set, but obviously just a bit of a sigh of relief. Given how poorly the beginning of the map started, you know?
Yeah. You keep
This
picking
is
up a
sort
few
of
more
the...
rounds, it's winnable. But I think you've been outed in the chat as well, by the way, Sermon. Did you say Mexico was in South America?
Well, look, it's south of America. Let's be honest now. It's kind of the same general vibe, you know? If it's Spanish and Portuguese, it's South America. If it's American or French, if it's English or French, it's North American.
Right, well, I am not going to make any opinion on that point. I'm going to leave that one fully onto Sermon. Any complaints should be directed to @SermonGG on Twitter and not me.
Please give me a follow.
Yeah.
Massively appreciate it. Oh boy. Entry kills on top mid, but then the answer from Banana. 2 guys pushing out. How many kills can they get in this explosive push? Not many, I'm afraid, Alex. Yeah, the angle. And yeah, still the attack on A side is going to be happening, and it's only Nilo here. Misses the first shot. I'm afraid that was a golden opportunity for a multi-kill, potentially, but he only gets his shots off and doesn't get any kills. Sopik, of course, with a freebie in apartments, but that's going to be it for the round, I'm afraid. Alternatively, we can rename North America, Dan, and just you know, name it after all of the letters of the places that are in North America. You know, Canada, United States, and Mexico. The CUM.
I can't believe you referenced that meme. I
I'm
don't know
glad
what
you've
to do
seen the
with you
meme as
anymore,
well.
Sermon. It's like bringing like your toddler out to a dinner date, and it's just spouting absolute nonsense for hours and hours.
You've been stuck in this nightmare for quite a while, and I think
Yeah.
we have quite a few matches of LOOT.BET Season 9 to go through yet, so buckle up, kiddo.
Oh man, I need a replacement.
Maybe next season.
Oh dearie me. Either way, 5 on the board for the Movistar Riders. They are closing up to the Young Ninjas side now after what was a pretty strong first set of rounds. Obviously, they were losing lots of players, lots of retakes coming through, so the economy wasn't really there for them. Now they have the guns out once again. Fuzi with that AWP, Smuya on the AWP for the T side. I'm surprised Young Ninjas haven't tried going for a double AWP setup yet, unless I missed it. But I think it's only been Fuzi who's
No,
been
no.
picking
Ooh. Okay, then. I believe they gone for a scout op setup, so the honorary double op. But Movistar Riders down 2 men. They're not going to be aggressing as their utility usage showed. It's just going to be chilling on back as Banana seems to be something that they could potentially take here. No CT presence. And once they do that, the speedy execute should follow. Young Ninjas, of course, they can afford to have 2 players on each bomb site, but they're currently stacking this A bomb site for now. Of course, they just want to re-aggress toward top mid, see that there's no one there, and rotate someone back. That's going to be LNZ, who's going toward B. And Mopo's still in the... Well, they're going to be going for some Navi strats here, just letting the time run down and then executing on A last second. No, they just dropped the bomb now. Manan, he heard that player rotate. He's going to be expecting him in some kind of South American country here in the underpass as, yeah, Mopo's gets the kill. Very unexpected, and the B pushes on, but there's 19 seconds left, Dan.
Need to push in, yeah. I mean, 2 plays in defense as well. Just a spram from LNZ is going to be able to do so much damage. Takes down Moppo. Steel left with 2 HP. And this is just unwinnable. Try and get out of there, boys. The Steel can't. Smooth can. 8th on the board for Young Ninjas, so they will secure the lead for halftime. Which is not what the Movistar Riders were hoping for. They were hoping, I think, to try and find themselves 8 or 9 in this first half. They are not the greatest on CT side, but we'll see if they can find some magic that they've not had before. With 2 rounds left to play for. 5, is it going to be enough? Probably not.
Well, let's see if they can get it done, though, because this could very well be a 10-5 if Movistar Riders can't find this particular round. Smuya, he's got the right idea. A bit too high on the crosshair there, expecting the boost peak rather than the normal one. He's not going to be finding anything either way. The quick B push comes in, utilities out, LNZ smoked off as Mopos is entering into the bomb site, but Sopik finds him. Steal on the refrag, however, as the push continues. The IGL on the site just can't hold it. And man, oh man, Movistar Riders, they just run in on the bomb site and plant the bomb. A novel tactic for sure. Not sure how they pulled it off, though. Young Ninjas, they just couldn't hold them back, and they had the utility to do so. But this afterplant is not looking any better than the site defense.
Oh, just chaos created by the Riders there as they push in. And Young Ninjas, they're just going to save the M4 and the AWP. Get out the hell out of there. Keep these guns into the final round because your economy is not fit for a rebuy in this situation. If you can keep these couple guns, you'll have a much better chance. Put 6 on the board. A 7th possible here. Manon. Gonna buy up FAMAS for Sapek? No, for LNZ. Okay, makes sense. While Sapek should be able to buy himself a FAMAS or an M4, whatever he prefers. And a little bit of utility. But that AWP, the biggest weapon that was taken from that previous round. They have it now on Fuzi. A few kits for them as well. They have enough to win out a round here. Will they, though, is a different sort of question. A different philosophical point entirely.
Absolutely right. At least they got a good buy going on compared to what they could have potentially had. As the CTs, they're not doing too hot, but hardly matters how much they have in reserve. This buy is good enough, surely. The push continues here toward Banana, and Fuzi has the angle. I just line them up if they peek at the same time. But definitely if Alex peeks first, Ropos has the refrag. However, he goes back and sustains quite a bit of damage, as does Fuzi. No kills found there. Shox finds the entry on A, but Manin answers, and he knows the Smuya is in mini pit with not much HP left, but you don't need much HP to operate the AWP. Smuya gets the kill. It's a 3 versus 3. The CTs trying to cut off the bomb's rotation toward the bomb site, but they don't need to go through top middle. They can just go through apartments and steal. He's planting for apps and for pit. That's where he has the backup. And that's where the CTs have to get the kills before the defuse can come in.
Mopos pushes down towards Boiler. He could come behind Sapek. Actually, no. Sapek going to clear it. Spots out Mopos. They don't really exchange much gunfire, but Steel, he waited so long there in that position. Waits for that second player to push through, and it is wonderful. He gets 2. Smuya finishes it off, and Movistar Rider, they do find a 7th on their T side. But is it going to be enough as they now head over to the defense? That's the real issue for them. Is it enough? Almost sort of opposite symmetrical halves there.
Quite symmetrical. Just, obviously impossible because there's an odd number of rounds. Still, though, a great beginning for the Young Ninjas and a fantastic finish here for the Movistar Riders. I was definitely getting worried about the Brazil mark, but wouldn't you know it, that's exactly when they decide to make the comeback, and that's when the caffeine really hits the system, Dan. As the Young Ninjas map pick seems to be getting a lot more uncertain by the second. We'll be looking forward to seeing if they have some very nice T strats of their own, though. Should be going into the pistol round soon.
Yeah, looking forward to it. You know what else I'm looking forward to, Sermon? I just got an email.
Really?
I know.
What's it about?
It's about my new keyboard.
Oh
It's
boy!
gonna bang. I know. New keyboard.
You actually,
I'm gonna be living the life.
actually ordered and everything.
Yeah. But
Bit,
it's coming from China, so I was expecting.
yeah.
Well, I was expecting like 2 to 3 weeks. You usually do. But estimated delivery date is on the 12th, so 12th of May. So I'm happy with
Whoa!
that.
How is it that fast?
Don't know. I'm probably gonna have to pay an exorbitant amount in customs fees though, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, no, that's usually the part that keeps
Yeah,
me from buying stuff, just in general.
but it's very cute. It
Super
does have
excited about
pandas on
things.
it, so
Yes, it does.
it does have pandas on it.
Got that very subdued white slash green color theme.
Yeah,
It's got those cherry MX switches in there. Not the
yeah.
most exotic of choices, I'm gonna be
No,
honest. There's it's a bit of a normie choice, some would say. But you know what? It actually does just get the job done, and don't be told otherwise because it's completely fine as a switch.
mm.
Serves its job way better than anything we could have bought in what 15 years ago. Keyboard market was just not that good. But this pistol round is looking like it's going to shake up to be a doozy because look at this, a banana split coming in, and it's not even dessert time. Manin gets the entry frag. Smuya falls. Alex, meanwhile, in his respective CT spawn, gets one kill and falls immediately. There's just kills on the Movistar riders going on left and right. Mopaz, fantastic position behind the smoke. Holy, how does he pull this one off? The debate of the century gets the kill from the back. Now he has to prevent the bomb plant, but no such luck, I'm afraid. You like that little maneuver from Mopaz there? You saw
Yeah,
it?
it's very nice, but doesn't really do anything for them. It was 1v3, 1v4 at that point, so it was a tough round. It was a tough round for him to convert, even with the cha-cha real smooth through the smoke. 9 for the Young Ninjas. Chicken has been killed. LNZ the Massacre.
The Colonel,
Yeah,
if you will.
yeah, that's the tag it gives you if you kill the most chickens in a game of CSGO matchmaking.
Love that
Colonel.
they made the joke, yeah. Doesn't
That's
help that like that one team model, the most wacky, the Doc kind of looks like the Colonel in
oh
a
yeah.
strange roundabout way.
Now I play with the Volt the safe cracker, Voltsman. He has some
Ah,
great lines that always annoy my friends. Great.
oh, I got so many agents.
On some of them, it sounds like she just has like some sort of stroke midway through the sentence. It's great. She just starts making weird noises, and then carries on speaking afterwards. It's honestly, if you don't have the safe cracker, get her. She's good.
I unboxed her and I sold her. I was looking for some other agents, I'm afraid.
You were on the prowl for Condom Ed, weren't you?
No, well, condom, yeah, obviously, but I was quite happy with First Lieutenant Farlow. She's
Oh
got
yeah.
this really pleasant sort of Canadian accent going on. It's really
Oh, I
soothing to
have
listen
her
to.
as well, I think.
Okay, this A push though, they just sort of clamped in on the A defense, didn't they? Coming in from two different angles. The Movistar Riders, no idea would hit them. The pistol's obviously not strong enough to hold them back. That's gonna be the Young Ninjas picking it up. That's gonna be the Young Ninjas picking it up, don't you know? As Lieutenant Farlow would say.
Um, Sermon, every day you stray further and further away from God.
That I do. Can't be stopped then.
No, there's no way. No way you're ever going to be stopped or held back. But it's the young
Which
ninjas who need holding back at the moment because 10 on the board and they'll be coming up against just pistols once again from the Movistar Riders. Not really much chance of anything, I don't think. Maybe a couple
yeah,
kills from the Movistar side, but anything more than that, you're going to be saying, well, what the hell are young ninjas doing here?
what aren't quite appropriate costumes though, given that they're ninjas. Little face disguise there. On the streets of Italy. Certainly the Italian version of a ninja would look something like this. Oh boy. Nice little totem pole set up, and Alex gets the kill onto Sopik. That's gonna be a nasty little entry, but still, Young Ninjas strong enough to perhaps get this round, as the execute onto B will reveal that there's only one on the defense. However, the Molotov does hold them aback, but Fuzi, no fear. Decides to keep pushing forward and might just catch Mopos out with the smoke in his hands. Like a very ill-prepared Pokemon trainer at a gunfight. Never want to have something in your hand while there's someone peeking at you with an AK-47 rifle. As, well, that was a bit of a fake toward B. Gonna be going toward A instead, but there's an even bigger stack of players waiting for him there.
Oh yeah, 6 HP. He is a very weak man. Steel's here, though, with a CZ-75 of his own. And, well, spotted out. He fires off a little bit. And 2 very quick kills there for Nilo. Should just wrap this one up in a bow, despite that opening kill from Alex.
And crisis averted. Spoke too soon, of course. Mopaz might still run away with this AK-47. Now he's going for it. The absolute testicular fortitude on this man. Goes and swings onto Mon and the mini pit player dead, but Nilo on the very unexpected angle on top of the second box behind the pillar. Not going to be spotted out. As the young ninjas have not been stopped, but Movistar Riders, now they have the money to invest into this one, and Smooya, he's going to be on the AWP, the rest on M4s, of course. Plenty of util to work with.
Plenty of bonuses to be had at LOOT.BET.
Oh, of course, definitely. Yeah. That just goes without saying, right?
Yeah.
Daily quests as well. Pfft, don't get me started.
Oh.
Exclamation mark, loot in the chat.
Or loot, Maynilla or loot, either work.
Loot's easier to spell. Tend to recommend that one.
Maynilla has some different bonuses, though. You get a
for
free
returning
bet
customers.
instead of spins. Fully blinded there. Nobody peeking, though, from the rider's side. It's Mopaz and Alex who will situate themselves towards his B site on the defense. Sabek gets himself in that far back cubby. So that's an option if young ninjas want to just back away from this. They can leave him there. Never mind, there's a Molotov there that's burning him down. That's tragic. Okay, well. What can you do about that one? Sprayed through the smoke and the Molotov in towards the back corner. Alex almost connects a few bullets onto LNZ as well, who's trying to push up towards the closer corner. There's a smoke phase. They're just going to back away. And a man down, young ninjas, what do they decide to do now?
Do it again, baby. Let's go. B hit number 2 coming in hot. Even better than the previous, as Alex has to push the smoke, but he's pushing toward a very, very much Molotov bomb site, as it's down to Mopaz to save his friend's life. Finds the initial kill, and the second one goes his way as well, but of course, his teammate, he's long dead. And he's made this a 2 versus 3 situation, so he's done his job as the defense, and now the retake has to come in and has to go huge. Smooya on the AWP as well, gonna be just waiting for some of the T's to come out of some screwy angles as the other 2 push, but Shock's already cut off. And LNZ, he's got the angle. He's got Smooya as well. That's gonna be Nilo picking up Steel. And despite the fact that this B defense has made this a favorable situation, well, young ninjas, they still take it out in spectacular 2 versus 3 fashion. 2 of them surviving, Dan.
I'd be surprised if Movistar can pull this map back now at this point. They can probably find a few rounds here in the second half, but Young Ninja's just looking so strong. Mag 7 for Steel, might be able to farm a bit of cash for the CT side. Just a bit of a min-buy for them here on that Movistar side. But it should be 13 for the Young Ninjas, and then a rebuy to try and stop them getting to 14 afterwards from the CTs. Let's see if it works out. 5-7 for Shocks, though. See if he can do God's work with that weapon. The Max 7 certainly can. Nilo has had his face pelted with shrapnel there.
The South African gun really getting it done here in apartments. Easy kills as Smooya gets another one. This started out as an advantageous round for the Swedes, but no longer, I'm afraid. Their B hit is going to have to be as strong as it was before. But now it's against 3 CTs and even a smoke down. They can't get anything done around that, it seems. as they have a minute left on the clock and, well, 2 smokes and 2 Molotovs left. This is still plenty enough for a B take. I don't expect them to pivot back toward the A side, though there is Smuya on the back lines watching them if they should exit Banana. They would be dead men for sure. Let's see how this B site is defended. Definitely an advantageous position for Movistar riders, especially if Smuya mounts the flank exactly at the right time.
Kill
Okay,
coming
Steel.
through. He's looking for more. Hello. Hello.
Sup, Fuzi? How you doing?
Huh? This is the Mag 7. It's nice to meet you. Well, Movistar riders steal away around with that. 3 kills for that Mag 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So much money.
$2,700. Yeah.
Paid for itself, and then some.
Yeah, paid for itself and a few teammates' deagles. And the upgrade as well coming through. 4 AKs for the Movistar side alongside an AWP that Mopos is wielding, interestingly enough, rather than Smuya.
Yeah, interesting. I guess they have some weird setup that they're going to be going for here. Interestingly enough, the Mag 7, well, it's a very good shotgun. I have been recently red-pilled on the Nova.
Oh no, don't do this, Sermon.
But
I mean,
but,
I'm an advocate for shotguns as much as anyone is. Like, I love the shotgun,
Nova is
but the
cheap,
Nova's not
okay?
it. The Nova's not
But
it.
it's cheap.
It's
Dan.
only $250 cheaper than a Mag 7. And it's about half as good. It's about half as good. And you save $250.
Headshot potential, though.
Yeah, the Mag 7 has headshot potential.
Yeah, I
Mate,
haven't
I
like
can
really
understand
analyzed
the
the spread on that
the
one.
Nova's a bit longer range in certain circumstances, but
Yeah, it's way more useful in that sense, right? Because if you just aim to the right of the head, you get the headshot. Ooh, Alex, he doesn't have to aim to the right of anything. Get Sopik through the smoke. Oh, it's a Glock round anyway, so
yeah.
young ninjas
But,
should be dying in quick succession. So let's continue the debate then.
yeah,
Nova.
but man, if you're buying a shotgun, you're gonna be playing somewhere which is close range. Why do you need something that's slightly better at long range, but worse in the situation you want it for?
It's more versatile.
No, but in these rounds, a versatile weapon is really not going to make much difference. You want something that works very well in a certain situation. If they go towards the A site when you've got a shotgun towards B, it don't matter. The ground's lost.
I don't know, man. I still like the Nova's potential for the one hit kill, where you can do it slightly further away than the Mag 7 in the heat of the moment. That is sort of one of the tiebreakers in that sense, right? All you have to do is aim slightly to the right, and like there's like 3 pellets that just land on the head of the enemy. Quite like it.
I don't know. It's
Movistar riders are gonna like this round though. They just won it,
yeah.
getting back into the swing of things probably. Young ninjas running out of money, so if they don't get this one, Movistar riders could be getting themselves very much close to equalizing the scoreline. But for now, let's see what they can do. No op, of course, for the Swedes as they walk up Banana, and Mopaz is going to be ready on the angle. Gets the kill, falls back. That's the advantage going the way of Movistar riders yet again.
Pushing forward, Mopos, another kill for him. Alex is chiming in as well, and this entire attack has been pretty much stunted. It's only LNZ who remains. 2 kills for both Mopos and Alex on that defense do pretty much kill the round for Movistar. But LNZ, looking behind him, could potentially wrap over towards the A site. Shox is now considering that as a possibility as he moves over to try and halt the advance of a potential LNZ in that direction. But right now, he's taking his time, the young ninja. He's biding his time. He's not giving himself away as much as a ninja should. He's just playing it patiently, trying to survey his surroundings and find out the goings on right now. There's actually a second player for Movistar now rotates over towards that A site. So if he does decide to commit, he's gonna have to use all of those ninja shurikens to take these 2 players out of action. Luckily though, player on the site that is Shox is a little bit more isolated. Teammates over towards the library position, so we could isolate a 1v1 here and get a nice frag through that flashbang. does make things a little bit more uncomfortable, but a nice shot from Steel. Doesn't expect shocks in the sight. And there you
Not
go.
sure
10.
why. Could have just kept the rifle out, to be honest. Not sure why he switched to the knife immediately. Wasn't exactly in that much of a hurry. Could have at least wide swung, cleared the sight. There were 3 players left alive, of course, but he was hoping for the quick cross onto the default site, I guess, and
Yeah.
that's where he meets his demise, unfortunately. Young Ninjas are going to be ecoing this one, but look at the buy. It's grenades across the board. Just the HEs, of course, as they'll be nuking the top of Banana. And
Oof,
the CT's
well,
wise to it. They fall back, and
that was a
Mopaz takes a whopping 2 HP of damage.
that
And
was a
Alex with
very
1.
one-sided exchange of utility, I have to say. And I
Yes,
think
it was.
the Young Ninjas expended considerably more there as well. I think they had all 5 nades. I think Movistar just threw 2, maybe 3.
CSGO 360 is not going to leg that one.
No. Paying $1 to find out your nades are useless.
Thanks, GS.
I could have told you that myself.
Really not sure what Valve was thinking with that one. Obviously, they were thinking of making Dota Plus, because I know they have some sort of advanced statistics sort of service going on. They do get a whole bunch of other goodies, though.
I don't think it's a
There's
bad
like
thing.
so many websites that do it for free, though.
Yeah, there's loads of other ways you can find out info, but
And those connect to your Faceit. So you're not just looking at matchmaking. But, you know, for new players in the scene, I guess it would be useful. Those of them that still struggle in matchmaking at certain ranks, which is the vast majority of the player base.
tell you what though, 12 to 11, gun round coming
Yep.
through. Uzi not on an AWP here. He's on
Mopaz and
just
Smooya, however.
yeah, double orbs for CTs. So is this going to work out for them, or the Young Ninjas, are they going to be able to find themselves a 13th off the back of this steal? Hello. And he's just playing anti-flash there, waiting for a peek. And now, you know, his Nonna coming through, and his teammates set up watching the other angle. He's going to be holding the stairs. Scoped in with the AUG, spam through. That really hurts. And tell you what, so does a headshot from now. It doesn't even matter about the spam, really. The headshot came through, but it just alerted those T's to the player close. A 1-for-1 trade, Sermon. Still anybody's round here.
The Movistar Riders, they're going for a very interesting, triple short setup. Obviously, one of them is constantly looking at apartments, and he's also serving as the anti-flash for this top mid push. Alex was one of the anti-flashes as well, and goes down. Shocks manages to find the kill, but LNZ swiftly trades him, as it's just the AWPs left here for the CTs. Movistar Riders, they gotta get done with the big greens, but Smooya not fast enough on the trigger, and even if he was, the reloads are too slow on the lever action rifles. And it's going to be Mopaz to save the aforementioned rifle at the bottom of middle. Young Ninjas, after a bit of a losing streak, do get it done. And that's going to be a 13th in their back pocket. A little bit heartbreaking here for the European squad.
Bit of a blip there for the Ninjas. Obviously, they lost that round to the mainly just Swag 7, getting a few kills, that set the Movistar side up for a few rounds of success. I think if Movistar could find a couple more in this game, I think they'd be happy going in towards Overpass. They're probably feeling pretty comfortable to take their map pick in that situation. I think they still are now, even if they only have 11 on the board. I think they still should be pretty happy with the performance here on Inferno, and should be able to lock down Overpass, get this into a deciding map on Vertigo. We'll have to wait and see. A few more rounds left to play, as Young Ninjas inch closer again to that 15 scoreline. 2 rounds away from it. Guns out for both teams. Double orbs yet again for Movistar. Let's see if they can post a 12th, whether Young Ninjas We're going to just inch this economy down a little bit further, because Movistar Riders, look how much they have to play with still in terms of reserve cash.
So
They have
much.
another buy in the bank here.
Yeah, Young Ninjas, they just can't get to a win without at least resetting Movistar Riders first. Let's see if they can get it done, though. Push in apartments. Going to be stinted by that Molotov, as the flashes will be raining in, and, well, there's Sopik on top middle. He does have a flash in his hand, so I'm assuming he was the dedicated flasher for the waterfall execute. Not the fastest, not the best execute you can come up with if you're just having rifles, but it is the unexpected ace in the hole that you do expect to throw out every now and again. So after the apartments push not actually being on, we will be seeing top middle being taken. Smooya missing some crucial shots, actually. Has to throw down a Molotov just to get himself out of dodge, and Flash should be following suit, but the EWP re-aggresses, and that's a kill on Taman and N1 onto Nilo. They had so many seconds to take care of him there, but no grenades to use. As the B push comes in, Mopaz on the back side finds Fuzi. There's 2 more left to find as the first pushes toward him, but they don't aggress onto him during the reloads. And he's pulling out the P250. He is just burning alive.
Stay
That's
back.
a reverse
Hello.
to retake. Oh, okay.
Hello.
Well, I wasn't looking at the mini-map there, but he only finds 1 frag. That is embarrassing. Could have found 2. And that would have been the round right there. But instead, Smooya gets the kill. Just a great position. Terribly played, Dan. No excuse.
What the hell did I just watch?
I don't know. I hope we see the replay.
I think he had a bit of a whiff with the spray. And then I think, did he run out of ammo and had to switch to the knife? Smooya was, after the first kill, was even looking in towards ruins. That's where he thought the kill came from. And there's a bit of jumping around. Oh, it's just so pain. He runs out of ammo.
12 HP on Smooya. And that would have been the round 2. And that kind of decides the whole game, doesn't it?
Oh, pain.
Oh, well, I guess you can have the excuse that it was a 10 a.m. game.
Reasonable.
This was North America. There would already be a mutiny. But, just kidding. They all switched over to Valorant. Anyway, we'll be going into the 26th round, Dan. The buy from the T's, not the best. They're working with what they got, and they got the entry kill, Dan. 1 more left on the B bomb side. That's going to be Sopik picking that one up as well. That's a free bomb site, and it's over before it even begins. A couple of entries from your boy Sopik is all they need. And Movistar Riders, they got to eco. They got to, I mean, not eco, save.
Yeah.
Or the next. These rifles need to be kept alive, Dan.
Nilo is on a bit of a hunt for these guns. I wonder if he can pick any of them up, because they are in tight positions. Well, there goes Nilo. Steele's removed his head. Not sure how much young ninjas really want to commit to chasing them. They've got no players on that side of the map. I mean, they could get over there in time. Maybe not anymore. But they are just happy to save 4 players. Because you see their economy compared to the Movistars. Movistar are going to have no issue rebuying this next round. Young ninjas, if they lose a couple more guns, they are going to be starting to have a few economic problems. They might have to make some compromises. Whereas with 4 players surviving, you can get everything you need.
Ooh, haven't seen this stat in a while. Let's see how they're doing. Mopa is obviously dominating, but just below him, so many Ninjas players and not a lot of international squad presence there. Just the Swedes. Obviously, you'd expect them to have the majority of the entries given the fact that they're winning, but let's see who gets the entry in this one. A very important 27th round. Both sides with plenty of money to work with. Still, though, can the Swedes get their map point finally on this one? As the classic sort of let's run by each other strategy on Banana just doesn't work out for the CTs, strangely enough. LNZ finds the kill. That's going to be the advantage in the camp of the Young Ninjas, but then Sopik just completely gives his life away. And LNZ not fast enough on the refrag. We'll have to wait with the rest of his teammates to finally execute onto this B-bomb site. as the op has been positioned and the grenades primed, but the rotates, they're rotating. Oh, the guys, they are rotating.
Not sure that's the song. But
Not my best, not my best.
no, that Molotov might cut them down a little bit as they try pushing forward. And actually, it's going to stop them entirely. Smooths up, brings an advantage forward. But look how far Manon got. Undetected in towards Ruins. He's found a quick kill. Can Smooya now put him out the round? No! What a shot from Manon. He's not a young ninja anymore. He's a big old boy with kills like this. There's 2 or 3 instead from him. Leave it all up towards Steel to try and stop a 15th for the ninjas. 1 versus 2. Pushes in. First kill onto Manon secured. Where does he expect LNZ to be? Does he know it's the close angle? He does now. LNZ's just going to chase and secure the frag. 15 for the ninjas. He's even going to recover the AWP. And 12 is all Movistar Riders have right now. And look at their economy. It's a bit of a mixed bag. They can certainly get a pretty strong buy through. Smooya can get that AWP up. Can drop over a rifle as well, I think. Maybe just a FAMAS. But it'll be a pretty decent buy, all things considered.
Damn, LMZ, man. He's just been doing it so well in this game. 25 kills for him so far. Like 99 ADR or something. So he's basically getting 1 kill per round. That's just an unreal performance coming out of the Swedish IGL. Fuzi, of course, the opera, a bit underwhelming here with only 10. Not the best, given the fact that he's being so heavily invested into. But Sapik and Manin certainly picking up the slack as, well, Smooya predictably 30 bombing for his team, of course, and it still looks like they might lose despite that performance.
Smooya have 30 kills?
Yes, he does.
Holy damn. Yes, he does. 30 to 16.
Mm-hmm.
And
108
Shox is 9 and
ADR.
19. Oh, Shox is 9 and 19. Oh,
Oh, no. He's even worse than Fuzi.
Oh, no, we
But
suck again.
At least Shox doesn't get an op dropped on him, most rounds.
True, very true.
As Smooya will be taking the big green in this one, of course. Potentially the final round here, the 28th. As Banana is being aggressed upon. We've seen the CTs counter this aggression before. Let's see what they decide to do this time. There's going to be some random utility thrown in their direction as the presence is certainly not there. But Alex on the angle gets flashed off. They know they have the close angles now, but the Molotovs keep them at bay just long enough for the CTs to relocate somewhat. That smoke is going to be helping matters immensely.
Just ahead, peeking up over the edge of that smoke. LNZ, we saw it without the X-ray there. How close that was. How little you could actually see of the player. And now Alex, left alone in this B bomb site, needs support rotating over. But actually, maybe support's needed towards A. Because look at the young ninjas. They are bailing out of that B hit, leaving it just Sapek in a bit of a lurk position while they take top mid control. Gonna be up to player towards Library. That is Steel getting the first kill. Can't find any more though. Still an advantage for the young ninjas, but Shox, he can find one from the pit. A second comes through, and those 9 frags might not make a difference if he can find the ones that really impact the most. A third as well. He's brought it into the advantage for the Movistar Riders. Smooya and Alex now left to try and clutch this 2 versus 1. Bomb planted in the site. Sapek is just going to bail out up towards the apartments, get a post-plant position for himself that he can work with. Just buy as much time. Well, if he could pick off Alex here from the boiler position, this would be huge. But Alex is buying in his time, waiting to see if Sapek's going to be pushing aggressive himself. And oh, he does. But he still finds the shot. Hugely done from Sapek. And he might still win this round. 11 HP. Smooya needs to use the pistol if he wants to win this round. But he's trying to hold the bomb. And it's not going to work out. A 1 versus 2 for Sapek. And even with Shox doing everything he can towards the pit there, it's just not enough. 16 to 12. The young ninjas pick up the first